of having a head-on crash after drinking. The great blessing here is that you're here.
Amen.
And don't ever take that for granted. Okay.
I agree.
You know, you could do stupid things because you're just of that age. I have some of my own self. They do stupid things. Let's call the case. People versus Sebastian Compton.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Ryan Ramsey on behalf of Mr. Compton is standing to my right.
Sir, your name?
Sebastian Compton.
Oh.
Your Honor, this is a sentencing matter. We've had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence investigation report. No additions, corrections, nor deletions to be made to that document, if I may allocute.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this is a first offense drunk driving for Mr. Compton. Sebastian, as I know him, is a young man who has a lot of bright future ahead of him. He is currently in between his junior and senior year at Eastern Michigan. The facts of this case are that he ended up in the hospital after an accident, drinking and driving. He has taken this very, very seriously. Not only did he put the public in jeopardy, he also risked his own life in this matter. Usually for somebody who's as young as him, 21 years old, he was old enough to drink, but not old enough necessarily to make the right choices in this case. He has been able to solidify within him the ability to understand his circumstances, to cease all alcohol, which during a junior year of college, living in a frat house has been, I think, pretty exemplary for him. He is employed during the summer at a country club where he earns money. He would like a payment plan if possible, Your Honor, as he does have a lot of student loans and bills. He's going to be moving in with his father for his senior year to get himself away from the influences of alcohol that were there at the college campus, save money, and hopefully have the ability to move towards a master's degree. He hopes to go to Michigan State to accomplish
For
that.
God's sakes, why?
Well,
Never mind. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just
That was
simply-
my own comment.
simply to be great, Your Honor, like all of us state graduates are.
You're a state. Oh, man.
You could see it coming, couldn't you?
I know, but I'm so done now.
We already surrendered our football.
There's
team.
one right behind you too,
I-
Mayor, and
We've already surrendered our football team to you guys. What more do you need, Your Honor? That being said, Your Honor,
they call that football. Go ahead.
Mr. Compton is here today. I've reviewed the various recommendations. He's already done the MAD Victim Impact Panel in this case. He does not have a problem with alcohol. The one thing I would ask, Your Honor, because of his work schedule, school schedule, it recommends AA once a week. Mr. Compton has not consumed any alcohol in several months. He's 21 years old. From what I understand of AA, most of the time it's really based upon the ability to understand other people's circumstances. In my own experience, having done this for 15 years, anybody under the age of 25, AA does not necessarily seem to be the best program for them. But outside of that,
Go ahead.
Your Honor, I think that an educational program would be something that he would be able to take advantage of. And again, having already had several months of sobriety, the continuation of sobriety, I think that he would be able to do a short period of probation, show that he has learned from this, and hopefully be on to those great things that he has planned in his future, including being a successful businessman. Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say I'm sorry to you, the victim's family, my family. I definitely made some bad decisions and I don't want to repeat them. So, yeah.
Who's here with you?
My mother.
Mom, you want to say anything? I know you didn't expect me to call on you.
She's an all, Your Honor.
I never thought he was gonna give me a headache, and he gave me one in January. But he always been a very responsible kid. He always go, far and beyond, to succeed. His friends wanted to have jobs, at 16, he wanted to save lives, so he became a lifeguard and a lifeguard. Then my mom is a lawyer back in my country, and we always thought that he's gonna be one because he's a good kid and he knows how to defend people. And he worked for a law firm. I always see him that he wants to reach sorry.
Brother. No, I got it. I'm hearing it.
farther than where he needs to be a good kid. So I understand that it happened for a reason and he scared me horribly and I know he's very sorry and I'm glad he got another opportunity because something like that happened to him too, you know?
Yes,
So I'm thankful.
yes, ma'am. All right, thank you. Sebastian, why do you think I asked your mother if she wanted to say anything?
Probably to see if I'm actually like a good human, probably.
No, I saw her back there between your counsel and you. And she just had her head down because all she was doing was sending up a mother's prayer about her son. Consider yourself fortunate for that young man. And it's not something I had no idea that was your mother, but I assumed that it was because of what her reaction really was. Young man, one of the things you should truly realize, and I think you are taking it seriously, the concept of having a head-on crash after drinking, the great blessing here is that you're here.
Amen.
And don't ever take that for granted. Okay.
I agree.
You could do stupid things because just of that age. I have some of my own self. They do stupid things. But once that's said and done, you have to truly take the lesson from it so that you don't do it again, that you don't put yourself at risk like that. You have a lot in this world it seems to offer when I read through this report. And so you've got to give yourself an opportunity for that to happen. Court does acknowledge this is not a serious misdemeanor as defined by statute, however, believes there are reasonable grounds to depart from the presumption of a non-probationary sentence. The alcohol screening and assessment identifies the benefit of early intervention, attendance at AA meetings, and abstinence from all intoxicants. Therefore, the court will follow the recommendation of probation with the stated rehabilitative goals to promote change, prevent recidivism, and to monitor compliance of recommended treatment. It's therefore the sentence of the court. I'm placing you on 12 months probation. You are to pay $855 fines and court costs, $100 prosecution recovery costs, $100 police agency recovery costs, and $360 probation oversight fees. When can you pay that?
Would it be possible to have a 6-month payment on that?
Does he have anything today?
Unfortunately, he does not. He just finished school and he just started working at the country club.
When is he going to make his first payment?
I could do it as of next week.
Payday is tomorrow, Your Honor. He already was very excited about that.
So payday's tomorrow. So what are you going to pay by Monday?
Yeah, I could do is like I can do like around 300.
$300 by this Monday, the 17th. And the balance as directed by probation through a payment plan.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
There should be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to testing as requested by probation. You are to complete an alcohol highway safety education program. I am going to order the AA meetings. I think that there is some benefit to that. I understand what counsel is saying. I just happen to vehemently disagree. You are to attend one AA meeting per week with monthly verification to probation. You're to provide proof of the victim's impact panel attendance to probation that has been completed. To continue your sober link for an additional 30 days in lieu of 4 days in jail. I'll order 93 days in jail. Credit 1. The balance is suspended.
Thank you very much, Your Honor, for saying again.
Court does call the case of the people versus Genevieve Donald. And now.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie with and on behalf of Ms. Donald, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Genevieve Donald.
Excuse me.
Great. Thank you. Mr.
Rick
Blair.
Taylor on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Ms. Donald is scheduled before the court. Probation set a status review hearing regarding Ms. Donald. So the court's aware, Ms. Donald did not start out probation very well. In fact, she tested positive for cocaine the day that she was sentenced. She also tested positive for cocaine again on April 26th. Both of those tests she did have sent out, and they were lab confirmed with a positive test. Let's just say, Judge, Ms. Donnell, saw the other side of me, which most people don't right out of the gate. As this court's aware, I can be someone's, best cheerleader or their worst enemy. Well, second to worst enemy, you would be the first. You know, Ms. Donnell, though, is very aware, that this court could incarcerate her again. And the court is also aware that she has spent a lot of time in custody already. She's not wanting to go back to that. Since those drug tests occurred, we have a better working relationship. She's quite aware, that I won't mess around with any further positive tests at all. She does report to me on a weekly basis. I did have a conversation with her treatment provider. She did complete IOP since then. But she is continuing with individual counseling, different kinds, once a week for each of those. She is also going to AA meetings regularly, and she has, I believe, 4 commitments.
6.
Oh, 6, so that's increased, that she has to do as well as part of the recovery community. Given all of the changes that Ms. Donnell made since those positive tests out of the gate, I did let her know if any continued, my recommendation wouldn't be as fair as I'm asking the court to do today. For now, given that she's turned it around and I'm getting positive reports from treatment and she's meeting with me and her tests have been clean, probation's asking that her probation continue. However, I'm also asking that the court see Ms. Donnell regularly with reviews. And so I'm also asking for another in-person review on September 11th, 2024. And that she continue with her weekly reporting today and the drug testing and everything else.
Anything you want to say?
I 100% agree with the action that Teresa has taken, and I really enjoy the relationship we have built. Actually, I mean, she kind of scared me at first, but she's a great person and she's really helped me in my sobriety. So I'm just grateful for her. So I just want to continue on the path I'm going on, and yeah.
So when you saw that other side of Miss Valera,
Yeah.
it scared the daylights out of you, didn't it?
No, not, I freaked out because I didn't, I can say it, but like people say it all the time. But like she said, I can say it, like I didn't use, but I mean, I'll take whatever. I surrounded myself for 3 years around drugs, and like I'm willing to, like I have to take the punishment, like like the repercussions, like I deserve it.
Like, I can also say, with the conversation, the hard conversation that Ms.
Yeah.
Donnell and I had initially.
It was hard.
With the court, if the court remembers, Ms. Donnell's sentencing had to be put out because of a hospitalization because of a severe burn. The truth came out with that, with me, and she did admit that that was due to her using. It was not due to the ridiculous excuse that she was trying to present to me or to this court. So there has been honesty that's come along. And, I believe that she's showing me that she's being honest now.
Okay.
Yeah, I did tell her that I used 3 days prior to the fire, and I set myself on fire. Yeah.
Well, we're thankful you're here, right? Okay. It's a long path, it's a hard journey. You all right?
Thanks. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Bad crier.
It's all right.
Ugly crier. Oh, I know this is silly, like the one thing, I don't wanna go to jail because I just got a dog. I was like, he's my baby.
Why is that silly?
I don't know. I just have a really big heart.
What?
But I lost the guy. Lost the guy finally. So that's one less crazy asshole around me.
I'll take that as a legal term.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Listen,
Fair in your court.
no, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. So you lost the guy, got a dog.
Yes.
You're better off.
Yes.
What kind of dog?
A bull mastiff mix. He's 80 pounds.
Oh,
but-
so a small dog.
Yeah. But he's the sweetest thing
I know.
ever.
Bull Mastiffs are great dogs.
Like I think about him constantly. So I said bye to him. I was like, I might not be coming home.
No, you're gonna go home.
Okay.
All right. And the reason that you are is I have absolute faith and confidence in anything Miss Polera tells me.
Thank you.
And if Miss Polera tells me to give you a chance,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna do that. Because that means that she believes in you. And if she believes in you, that means I can take the chance to believe in you.
I think
All right.
she believes in me more than my mom does. At least somebody does.
Yes. And remember that. Okay. Just remember. And the important thing is, and you know, it'd be easy for me to say, and I'd like to believe that everything will kind of be easy and everything. There's going to be rough spots.
Yeah.
The important thing is when those rough spots hit, let Miss Flora know,
Yeah.
and that you be honest about that rough spot you're hitting.
Right.
And we'll do what we can to try to work you through it.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Yeah.
What's the dog's name?
Fenrir.
Say-
Fenrir, but I just call
Fenrir?
him, yeah, it's Fenrir. I just call him Fen, but it's a Norwegian wolf. Yeah, Fenrir. I
Oh,
didn't
that's
name-
cool.
I
That
didn't
is
name him, but
pretty cool.
I think it's an awesome name. Like I name my pets pretty cool names. Like my cats are Lila and Ember. So like Fenrir goes with, and my
Yeah.
dad's dog was Panzer, and he was a Mastiff mix. So it was nice that I got another Mastiff because, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Like I didn't want. I was scared to talk to you.
To who?
You.
I know
And
you
her.
keep looking back at Miss Valera. Why are you scared to talk to me?
I don't know.
What'd you say?
I told her to get into it.
Oh, about being scared to
Well, but
About talking to you.
Yeah,
when I was in custody, I don't think I said one word to you except.
I know. I know. I remember. And I can tell you were scared. And in custody, I can get it.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do, Miss Dunno.
Okay.
I'm gonna continue your probation. I'll set your next review hearing for September 11th, 2024 at 9 a.m. That will be in person.
Okay,
Okay?
yeah,
All right.
thank you.
Get
For
home to
your
your
time.
dog. Take
Yes,
care of
that's where
yourself.
I'm going. Thank you.
Let's call the case of people versus Valencia Montgomery.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren on behalf of Ms. Montgomery. Ms. Montgomery, state your name for the record, please.
Valencia Montgomery.
Director, today is the date time set for show cause. Ms. Montgomery owes approximately $754.
Come on, you paid $754?
No, she owes $1,064.76. There's a second count, it's $300.
Oh,
1,000 what?
$1,064.76.
Ms. Montgomery, could you tell the court if you are able to make payments and when you can start making those payments?
Yes, I can make a payment tomorrow. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
how
what was
much?
the balance? Was it 1,000 or 700?
It's $1,064.70.
Okay. What was the $700 balance? The
That was-
754.
That was, there's a second count to the case,
Oh,
which has 300 and something on it.
oh, okay.
It was just my mistake.
Yes, it
Okay.
was. Okay, you said you can make a payment tomorrow, you think, or by
Yes, sir.
Friday?
Yes, by
How
Friday
much?
for sure. 300.
300 this
Yes,
Friday,
sir.
the 14th.
Yes.
Okay, 300 this Friday, the 14th, and then when can you get this paid off? Or how would you try
I'm
to
gonna
get
make
this
another
paid off?
payment by the end of the month.
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna make another payment by the end of the month.
Okay, so by the 28th, well, just make it July 1st. So July 1st, how much can you make?
Another 300.
Another three?
Yes, sir.
I'm starting to see a pattern here. Okay.
Threes.
And then that will leave you $464. So how can you get that paid off? You think?
And I'll just pay that one in full
Okay, when would you do that?
by August the 1st.
August 1st? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll make it 2nd of August. That's that Friday.
Okay.
Okay, so, and then that'd be, you'll pay the balance by then. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll adjourn this out to August, what's my day? August 28th, 2024 at 9. If you've got
Okay.
it all paid off, I don't need to see you.
Thank God.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
You have a great day.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Harvey. You can log off now.
Court calls case, people versus Shakisha Lee. Shakisha Lee? Okay, there you are. I think we have you. State your name, please. Okay, her internet is bad.
Teresa Claire on behalf of probation, Your Honor, this is before the court for a review hearing on a prosecutor deferred sentence. Ms. Lee has been given an extension for her prosecutor deferred, one prior, one back in October, where we extended her for 8 months. Since then, Ms. Lee did complete the class. However, she's not made any payments since then. And she has also failed to report to probation as directed. She has had conversations with my office, however, it's been my office contacting her. At this time, Your Honor, probation would ask that the court set a violation of probation hearing for July 10th at 9 a.m. That Ms. Lee report to probation in person on June 13th, being tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. in person. That she become compliant with all previously ordered terms prior to the DOP hearing, or face possible sanctions, which could include the loss of her prosecutor deferred or.
I did speak with Ms. Lee. I reminded her to report online. And she said she will do that. She is a single mother with no car, so has been struggling financially, but she wants to get this taken care of.
And Your Honor, I would just like to say, given that she hasn't reported like she should being online, probation would be changing her reporting to in person.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to set a violation of probation hearing for July 10th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Defendant is ordered to report to probation tomorrow, June 13th, 2024 at 11:30 a.m. in person. She's to become compliant with all previously ordered terms prior to the violation of probation hearing on July 10th, 2024, or could face possible sanctions, which could include loss of the prosecutor's deferred and or jail time. Thank you.
Okay, can I say anything further now?
What did you want to tell me, ma'am?
Nothing other than I don't know that I will be able to get into tomorrow. Both the girls are out of school and I have to be at my youngest girl's school by 11. So yeah, it's the end of the school year and they're not in summer camp at the moment. So
Well, Miss Polaire, she's got to, I guess, pick up her kids. This is that time of year at 11.
and I thought that I could report by making phone calls. And I
Well,
haven't.
no, we're not gonna do that way. You need to report in person.
I can see her on Friday at 3 o'clock, Your Honor.
All right, you'll have to make arrangements. We'll change that to Friday at 3 o'clock,
Okay,
the 14th.
thank you.
Thank you. Court calls case People versus Ernest Anderson.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate, excuse me. With and on behalf of Mr. Anderson, who stands to my right, please state your name for the record, sir.
Ernest Anderson.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Based on reviewing JIS, it appears that Mr. Anderson, today's the date, time set for a review hearing, Your Honor, on payments. I did review JIS this morning, and Mr. Anderson, it appears, made a $400 payment either this morning or last night on case ending in 0522.
What do you hear?
$100.
1,000
I'm sorry, $1,680.
and 88. And so he paid that on that case, but on the other case, he didn't pay anything. Is that-
No, I just paid it all on that. I just figured it was all going to the same pot, so I just put it all.
Okay. Oh, no, I get you because the only thing is I ordered payments on
On
both
both of
cases.
them, yes.
You follow me?
Yeah.
So, but that's okay. I get you. What's his balance on the other case?
$28.80.
Okay, so how are we gonna get the rest of this paid off? You're gonna.
We can go up. We're back working full time, so I can probably pay 100, 150 on both of them a month.
Okay, so when you say that to me, I want to make sure you're telling what I'm hearing you right. You can pay a total of 300 a month, you think?
Yeah.
150 on each?
Yes, sir.
Just so we can try to get this knocked down.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what I want to do. All right, I'll indicate defendant to pay 150 per month. And when do you want that to begin?
Why don't we start next Friday?
All right, you're taking care of business. I like it. 21st?
Sounds good.
That's when you get paid?
I get paid every Friday.
Okay, so let me do this. I'll make that payable starting the 24th.
Okay.
Okay, so get that Monday.
Thank you, because in case I don't get it,
Yeah, exactly.
thank you.
Beginning June 24th, 2024. All right. Well, let me do this. I will set a review hearing on it just to make sure, because so we can get this thing down. I'll set a review hearing for December 11th, 2024, 9 a.m.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
Just
sir.
roll for a while. Don't mess this up.
Oh, I won't.
All right. Okay.
Seen you enough, sir.
See. What does that mean?
Don't be offended. We love you, but I don't like seeing you like this.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I won't take offense then. All right, sir. You take care. Have a
You
good
do the
day.
same. Everybody have a great one. Thank you.
sir. Have a good one.
Court calls the case, People versus Robert Welch.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender answering on behalf of Mr. Welch, who appears to go waived.
Teresa Claire, on behalf of probation, Your Honor, Mr. Welch was scheduled before the court for a review hearing. He has completed all terms ordered by the court, and I did waive his appearance. Probation's recommending that the court set aside the conviction pursuant to section 7411 of the Controlled Substances Act and discharge him from probation with improvement.
No objection.
So ordered. Court calls the case, People versus James Pearson.
Teresa Claire, on behalf of probation, Your Honor, Mr. Pearson was scheduled before the court for a final review hearing on a prosecutor deferred. He did meet all terms ordered by the court. Probation is recommending that the court dismiss the case pursuant to the prosecutor deferred and discharge from probation with improvement.
No objection.
So ordered. Court calls the case, People versus Chelsea Roberts.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry, on behalf of Ms. Roberts, who's appearing for waived.
Teresa Claire, on behalf of probation, Your Honor, Ms. Roberts was scheduled before the court for a final review hearing. She did complete all terms ordered by the court and I did waive her appearance. Probation is recommending that the court dismiss the case pursuant to the prosecutor deferred and discharge from probation with improvement.
No objection.
So ordered. All right, thank you. I will, Spirit wasn't sure what she was gonna do. I will, I'll be back for the next block on the hour. Court does call the case, People versus DeAndre Moore.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate, on behalf of Mr. Moore, who I do not believe is present unless they're on Zoom.
They're not on Zoom.
We did try to reach Mr. Moore. We were unsuccessful. To my understanding, there is still a balance as of yesterday. For the record, we respectfully request that your
What do you have as this balance?
1268.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of 10,000. I'll give a 10% privilege on that. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls the case People versus Phoenix. Is it Novoman?
Likewise, Your Honor, I do not believe they are present unless they are on Zoom.
Do not have them on Zoom.
All right, similar to the last one, we were unsuccessful in making contact. Excuse me. For the record, we respectfully request an adjournment. I do believe there is still a balance as of.
What do you have as this balance?
732.
Same as, okay, good. All right. You said 17.
732. 732.
Oh, really?
That's what I had as well, Your Honor.
What do you show us this last payment?
May 24. $75.
In May. Miss Polera,
Yes, Your Honor.
the last time we were here in March, he was to pay $890 toward his arrearage. It looks like that must have been paid. And then a payment plan, it says probation arranged payment plan. Is he consistent with the payment plan?
And what was the name? I'm sorry.
Novoman, Noviman.
He is paying 75 a month.
He
I'm
is.
seeing that. See it in March, April, May, 75.
Yeah. What's my, give me my September date. I'm just going to adjourn this out to September 11, 2024 at 9 a.m. Looks like he made that large payment that he is paying.
And Your Honor, I think that he set up the payment plan with collections because I see a notation. It's.
Okay, so why do I still have it? He set up a
I
75.
have a notation that there was a payment plan made with collections.
There was, and then I see that the payment plan was deleted and it said he's not in compliance.
Okay.
Got it. I'll just adjourn it out to. Court calls the case of the People versus Eric LZ Williams.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Warren Perry on behalf of Mr. L.Z. Williams. Your Honor, I don't believe Mr. L.Z. Williams is present. We do not have it.
This is also Shoko.
Yes.
On both cases. What do you have?
For the case ending in 1229, PO was 14.7. And for the other case, it was 589.
On the case that ends in 1229, bench warrant will issue. Defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of 15,000. Give a 10% privilege on that. That warrant will issue immediately. And the other matter, bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of 7,500. Give a 10% privilege on that. That warrant will also issue immediately. Court does call the case People versus Marquise Fuller.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Warren Perry on behalf of Mr. Fuller. Mr. Fuller, can you let me state your name for the record, please?
Marquise Fuller.
Mr. Fuller, I believe, owes $300. At the time of this, of his plea, he was on bed rest. Actually, since the time this case, the whole time this case was pending, he was on bed rest. He had a serious leg and foot injury. He recently was lifted from that bed rest. He is looking for a job. He does not have a job at this point. Is there anything you can pay right now, Mr. Fuller, on this case?
Unfortunately, no. I've just got done with physical therapy, so I'm just in the process of looking for a job.
Let me adjourn it out. September 11, 2024, 9 a.m. Thank you. Court calls the case People versus Gerald Hayden.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Hayden. And I don't believe Mr. Hayden is here. I do not have an explanation for failure here.
Shoko.
Yes. It was 595.
595.
Yes.
Thank you.
It looks like he did pay a bond of $250.
Did he pay that?
And that's correct. That
I don't have the new
Thank you.
ROA. We have 250 inbound. Okay, so I'll apply the bond to fines and costs, still, his current fines and costs, still issued bench warrant. His bench warrant will be set at 5,000, give a 10% privilege on that. That warrant will issue immediately. Bench, court calls the case, People versus Michael Johnson.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Johnson. Johnson, can you unmute and state your name for the record, please?
Michael Johnson.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for a show cause. I believe Mr. Johnson owes approximately $13.50. He is currently unemployed and has, I believe he has not made any payments. He informed us that he could not make payments until he is employed. Mr. Johnson, do you have any job prospects this time? Do you know when you're gonna be able to make payments again?
I've had plenty of interviews and I do have more interviews lined up for later today. But when I can make another payment, I don't know.
What I'll do is I'll adjourn this to September 11th, 2024, 9 a.m. You need to start making payments and come up with a payment plan on that, or at least an idea for one. Court calls the case, People versus Adam Latour.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Attorney on behalf of Mr. Latour. Mr. Latour did pay off his balance. I checked JS
Did he?
yesterday and it reflected 0.
You sure? Hey, hold on. Are you sure?
I believe Emily.
Was that Ann choking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shocked.
Yes, you just don't know what you said. He said 0.
Yeah.
All right. I'll cancel the show cause defendant paid in full. Court calls the case, People versus Leanne Milkey.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Milkey, who stands to my right, please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Leanne Milkey.
Thank you, Your Honor. Excuse me. Today is the day and time set for sentencing. We have reviewed the PSIR together. We have no changes, additions, or corrections, and we respectfully request the court to adopt probation's recommendation.
Ma'am, is there anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
No, I don't.
All right. Place you on prosecutor's deferred sentence for a period of 4 months. You're to pay $480 fines and costs, $120 probation oversight fees. When can you get that paid?
I can pay 150 today, and then I would like to do a payment plan for the rest.
All right, 150 today, thank you. And then a payment plan for the balance is arranged by probation, okay? No use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You are to complete a theft class. You're to do that within the next 60 days. You're to complete 25 hours of community services directed by probation. No going to any Walmart in the state of Michigan. I'll set a review hearing that's to be held October 9th, 2024 at 9 a.m. 193 days in jail, that is suspended. Thank you. Court calls case, People versus Heather List.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Ms. List. Ms. List, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Heather List.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for sentencing. We do ask that you adopt probation's recommendation regarding the fines and costs. Ms. List can pay them in 2 weeks. She has to pay rent and her mom is going in for surgery. But she said 2 weeks is sufficient.
2 weeks would, all right. Ma'am, is there anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
No, sir.
Sent to the court, $480 fines and costs. You said 2 weeks you need?
Yeah.
All right, why don't I'll do it this way. Pay it by July 1st, okay?
All right. Thank you.
That will work. So pay that by July 1st, 2024. I'll order 93 days in jail. That is suspended. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.